And before we proceed to the storyline, kindly like this video, comment for more reaction and share to your friends. And let's begin.
Rayford Trae Young, born September 19, 1998, is an American professional basketball player for the Atlanta Hawks of the National Basketball Association. He played college basketball for the Oklahoma Sooners. In 2017, he tied the then record in National Collegiate Athletic Association (NCAA) Division I single-game assists with 22. Young became the only player to ever lead the NCAA in both points and assists in a single season. Nicknamed Ice Trae, he was drafted by the Dallas Mavericks in the 2018 NBA Draft with the 5th pick, and later traded to the Atlanta Hawks, along with a future first-round pick, for the draft rights to Luka Doncic. He joined Doncic in a unanimous selection to the 2019 NBA All-Rookie First Team. He is a two-time NBA All-Star. Born in Lubbock, Texas, Trae is the son of Candace and Rayford Young, who played basketball at Texas Tech and professionally in Europe. He has a younger brother, Tim, and two younger sisters, Caitlin and Cameron. Young also has an uncle who played college basketball in the NAIA. Trae was raised in Pampa, Texas, by his mother and paternal grandparents, as his father played basketball overseas. Young attended Norman North High School in his hometown of Norman, Oklahoma. In his sophomore year, he averaged 25 points, 5 assists, and 4 rebounds per game as he helped Norman North win the 2015 area championship and was named Oklahoma's Sophomore of the Year. During his junior year, he significantly improved his game, averaging 34.2 points, 4.6 rebounds, and 4.6 assists as he led the team to a 28-4 record, winning the regional title and placing second in the 2016 Oklahoma Class 6A championship game. In his senior year, he averaged 42.6 points, 5.8 rebounds, and 4.1 assists per game while shooting at a 48.9% rate. Young was considered one of the best players in the 2017 recruiting class by Scout.com, Rivals.com, and ESPN. ESPN considered him the second best point guard prospect that year, while the other websites considered him the third best. On February 16, 2017, Young committed to the Oklahoma Sooners. He was the University of Oklahoma's first 5-star recruit since Tiny Gallon in 2010. At the start of the 2017 season, on November 12, Young recorded 15 points, 10 assists, and 6 rebounds in a win over the Omaha Mavericks. 3 days after his college debut, he recorded 22 points and a then season-high 13 assists in a win over the Ball State Cardinals. On November 26, 2017, Young recorded a season-high 43 points and 7 assists in a 90-80 win over the Oregon Ducks. That game had his name draw multiple comparisons to Stephen Curry in terms of his playing style. On December 19, 2017, Young tied, with 3 others, the then NCAA single-game assists record with 22, while also recording 26 points in a 105-68 win against the Northwestern State Demons. Throughout the season, Young rose from being a late first-round or a second-round pick to being a potential top 3 pick for the 2018 NBA Draft. He also garnered praise from both LeBron James and Stephen Curry for his season with Oklahoma. Young, however, ran into a rough patch when the West Virginia Mountaineers' press Virginia defense forced him into 8 turnovers on January 5, 2018. Furthermore, his individual defense has been rated as poor. However, Young would recover with a season-high 43 points and 11 rebounds with 7 assists in a 102-97 overtime win over the TCU Horned Frogs a week later on January 13, 2018. 3 days later, Young would wind up with a season-high 12 turnovers in a loss to the Kansas State Wildcats, which surpassed his previous season high a few weeks ago. On January 20, 2018, Young recorded a new career-high 48 points, albeit on 14 on 39 overall shooting, in a close 83-81 overtime loss to the rival Oklahoma State Cowboys. He recovered from that with a 26-point, on 7 on 9 shooting, and 9-assist effort in an 85-80 win over the 5th-ranked Kansas Jayhawks on January 23, 2018. Young finished his freshman regular season leading the country in many statistics: assists with 271, points with 848, points per game with 27.4, assists per game with 8.7, and assist percentage with 48.6%. The 848 points scored in the Big 12 would break the conference's record for most points scored by a freshman player, which was previously held by Kevin Durant and Michael Beasley. On March 7, 2018, Young was announced as the winner of the Wayman Tisdale Award for National Freshman of the Year by the United States Basketball Writers Association. At the end of the regular season for Oklahoma, Young was also named Big 12's Freshman of the Year and was a member of the All-Big 12's first team. In addition, he was also brought up as a consensus member of the All-American First Team, which was named throughout multiple organizations. Young also joined 2018's top 2 selections DeAndre Ayton and Marvin Bagley III as the first consensus All-American First Team to have 3 freshman players be named there. On March 15, Young recorded 28 points, 7 assists, and 5 rebounds in an 83-78 overtime loss to the 7th-seeded Rhode Island Rams. He became the second freshman to record similar numbers of points in an NCAA tournament game, with Chris Paul being the first player back in 2004. Following Oklahoma's loss in the 2018 NCAA men's basketball tournament, Young announced his intention to forego his final 3 seasons of collegiate eligibility and declare for the 2018 NBA draft. On June 21, 2018, Young was selected with the 5th overall pick by the Dallas Mavericks in the 2018 NBA draft, but was traded to the Atlanta Hawks along with a protected future first-round pick in exchange for the rights to the 3rd overall pick Luka Doncic. He joined Doncic in a unanimous selection to the 2019 NBA All-Rookie First Team. On January 23, 2020, he was selected for the NBA All-Star selection as a backcourt starter. On May 23, 2021, he made his NBA playoff debut, posting 32 points, 7 rebounds, and 10 assists against the New York Knicks, capping it off with a game-winning floater with 0.9 seconds left in regulation to lift the Hawks to a 107-105 victory in Game 1 of the first round. Young also joined LeBron James, Chris Paul, and Derrick Rose as the only players in league history to record 30 points and 10 assists in their playoff debuts. The Hawks made to the second round against Joel Embiid and the Philadelphia 76ers en route to a 7-game victory, then made it to the conference finals for the first time since 2015 only but lost a 6-game series showdown against Giannis Antetokounmpo and the Milwaukee Bucks. On January 27, 2022, Young was selected for the 2022 NBA All-Star Game once again as a backcourt starter. Young was a member of the U.S. men's national U18 team that won a gold medal at the 2016 FIBA Americas Under-18 Championship. Young has 3 younger siblings. His father played basketball for Texas Tech. Young is a Christian. Young followed the footsteps of Donovan Mitchell by being featured in the 2nd season of the Young Hollywood original docuseries Rookie on the Rise. The series follows Young on his race for the Rookie of the Year. Young is currently engaged to his longtime partner, whom he met at the University of Oklahoma in 2017. Trae Young recently announced his engagement on his Instagram with longtime girlfriend Shelby Miller. Young and Miller have been dating since 2018. They had a son in June 2022.
For more videos like this, please click subscribe the channel, like the video and hit the notification bell for the updated videos like this. Thank you very much.